A strange shift has been unfolding in the background of your life, so quietly and subtly that you may not have noticed its true magnitude. Yet somewhere inside you, there has been a consistent whisper. Something has changed. Something feels different. And no matter how hard you try, you can't return to the version of reality you once trusted without question. The discomfort in your body, the sudden emotional distance from people you once felt close to, the ringing in your ears, the bursts of intuition, the time distortions, none of it is random. Every sign is pointing toward a transformation that has already begun, whether you consciously acknowledged it or not. The ground beneath your life has shifted, and your inner self knows exactly why. The sensations you've been experiencing are not flaws, malfunctions, or symptoms of chaos. They are indicators of a higher frequency pulling you upward, a new dimension overlapping with the world you once lived in. You're not waiting for a shift. You're walking through it, moment by moment, thought by thought, vibration by vibration. And even if part of you resists believing this, another part feels the truth of it with every breath. Take a moment to reflect, not with doubt, not with fear, but with honesty. The last year hasn't just been a year of change, it's been a dismantling. People you relied on drifted away, not because of conflict, but because something in you no longer resonated with the old patterns. Your body started communicating in new ways. Your dreams became portals to something deeper. Your intuition sharpened with a speed that stunned you. And every time you tried to dismiss these experiences, something happened. A synchronicity, a sign, unexplainable knowing that pulled you right back to the truth. Your shifting dimensions. This isn't fantasy. Dolores Cannon spent more than 40 years gathering thousands of testimonies through deep hypnosis sessions. What she found was astonishing. The transition to the fifth dimension isn't an event waiting on the horizon. It's a process already underway. And the people who notice the signs first are the ones whose frequency is rising the fastest. You wouldn't be here listening to this if you weren't one of them. Deep down, you can feel it. Your reality doesn't behave the way it used to. Time slips, hours vanish. Some days feel like you're floating outside the structure of your old life. Other days move slowly, as if the world is resisting your pace. The past feels distant, faded. The future feels irrelevant. Only the present moment feels real, and even that moment feels fluid, stretching and bending depending on your emotional state. You're slipping in and out of two dimensions without realizing it. One moment you're operating in the heavy density of 3D, fear, stress, separation, survival. The next moment, your awareness expands into clarity, ease, intuition, flow, 5D consciousness. This fluctuation is the real reason you feel exhausted. Your mind is trying to interpret two frequencies at once, and your body, your beautiful, intelligent body, is working non-stop to adjust. The physical sensations have been some of the hardest to explain. The sudden headaches, the chest pressure, the ringing in your ears, the surges of fatigue, followed by bursts of energy, the digestive changes. Every symptom that confused you now makes perfect sense in the context of dimensional ascension. You're not breaking down, you're recalibrating. Your cells are responding to a higher vibration. Your DNA is activating dormant codes. Your sensitivity is increasing because the density of 3D no longer matches your frequency. This is why you can't tolerate negativity anymore. Violent content feels repulsive. Gossip drains you instantly. Toxic environments feel suffocating. Even certain foods feel wrong in your body now. You're not becoming soft or overly sensitive. You're becoming aligned. Anything that doesn't match your rising vibration immediately feels out of place, as if your entire being rejects it. And that's exactly what is supposed to happen. The people who suddenly drifted away, their frequency no longer matches yours. It's not abandonment, and it's not loss. It's separation by vibration. But perhaps the most unmistakable sign of all is the increase in synchronicities. You think of someone and they contact you. You ask a question internally, and the answer appears in a conversation, a sign, a number sequence. Repeating numbers follow you everywhere, as if reality is whispering confirmations to you. These synchronicities are not coincidences. They are communication from the higher dimension you're merging with. This transition doesn't come with a sudden dramatic moment where everything becomes permanently different. That's the misconception. The shift is happening in waves. You stabilize in 5D for moments, then slip back into 3D perception, then rise again. This fluctuation will continue until you integrate the belief, the acceptance, the truth. You are already there. The reason you don't feel it consistently is because your mind is still tied to old perceptions. The ego wants certainty, proof, something tangible. But 5D doesn't work through logic. It works through frequency, intuition, alignment. When you doubt, you fall back. When you trust, you rise. That's how the shift works. Right now, two realities are overlapping: the old Earth and the new Earth. Two timelines, two frequencies, two dimensions occupying the same space. Some people can only perceive the old world. Others can only perceive the new. You, however, are straddling both, and that's why everything feels so intense, so unsteady, so unfamiliar. This overlapping is temporary. As the frequencies separate, people will naturally choose, consciously or unconsciously, which dimension they belong to. Some will remain in the lessons of 3D. You cannot pull them upward, and you are not meant to. Others like you will rise to 5D, where unity replaces separation, intuition replaces fear, and consciousness replaces survival. The path may feel lonely at times, but you are not alone. You are simply moving ahead of the collective wave. You are remembering what your soul has always known. To stabilize your frequency, create daily rituals that anchor you in love, presence, and awareness. Speak truths that resonate with your higher self. Treat water, food, and breath as energetic tools. Release fear as soon as it arises. Celebrate the moments where 5D consciousness shines through your day. Because what you acknowledge, you strengthen. Your transformation is not accidental. It is intentional. It is necessary. And whether you realize it or not, you've been preparing for this for lifetimes. Stop doubting what your soul is telling you. Stop minimizing the signs. Stop pretending you don't feel the truth vibrating beneath your skin. You've already crossed the threshold. You've already entered the new dimension. You're not waiting for the shift. You are the shift. And the more you accept this reality, the more clearly you will see it unfolding in front of you. Welcome to the level your soul has always belonged to. The fifth dimension isn't coming. It's here, and you're finally awake enough to recognize it.